Hey guys, thanks for stopping by the Hungry Pauper. Welcome in. Today we're going to make a soup for you. I know I've heard several people say they like soup. I like soup. I'm a broth sipper, I have to admit it. And a friend of mine likes brothy soup too. So I had something out the other day called lasagna soup, and there wasn't much to it, and I thought surely I can do much better than this. So we are going to attempt that. So I have this pot right here heating up, and this is a one pot deal, and I have here a ½ pound of 93 hamburger, 93 ground beef, and a ½ pound of bulk Italian sausage. I won't tell you, it is sold by a brand at our local store. They're a big family name here in town, and everybody knows them by their sausage. So what I'm going to do is, this is spicy. So I've got ½ a pound. And I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's put a little olive oil in there, because I'm going to be putting some onion and peppers in there too. So let's get this put in there. Let's and they're big sausage makers here in town. So this is good stuff here. Figure why not make it good so you like it, you know? So let's just break this up just a smidge here, like so, and we will also add the ½ pound of ground beef. Need to wipe me hands. 1 second here. Let's now I got paprika or whatever that spice is all over the wrapper. I guess that doesn't matter. By the way, our local grocery store still has the old-fashioned meat counter where you go in there, and I've bought a ½ pound of that sausage before because someone I knew or that was eating with did not care so much for it, and what we did was we mixed a ½ pound of that with plain ground pork and used it as a topping on a pizza. So there's always that. So, but I see people going in there buying a pound of it at a time, and personally, you know, it's very good sausage, but I really don't think we need that much sausage in there. If you want it, fine. If not, whatever. So this baby needs to heat up here. There, it's heating up. So while that's getting warm in there, and I may leave you a little bit while that cooks, but so what I have here is almost a ½ of an onion. I went a little bit on the less side because lately I'm not so much into the onion thing, so I put just a little bit less in there. I have here a ½ of a poblano pepper, which I'll link the recipe that I got the website on down below that I got this from. That didn't call for the poblano. I just added that myself. As you know me by now, to me a recipe is approximate. It's not a roadmap, because a roadmap is exact, but it's approximate. Also here is a ½ of a green bell pepper, and let's just give this a quick chop. Now I didn't call for bell pepper at all, and right there I have 6 ounces. I wasn't sure how much pasta to put in this soup, so I went by the recipe, and as far as the liquids, and well, the green pepper just got away there. So I went by the recipe as far as the liquids go and the pasta goes. So Right here what I have is jarred pasta sauce. I think I got it on sale. If it makes you feel any better, that I bought store-bought pasta sauce. So let's get this going good here. Man, that smells good. I wish you could smell this sausage cooking in this olive oil. Should be all we need of that. So there's that. And there's about 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning blend. And we've got some garlic to put in there. And we've got some Asiago and Parm to put in there as well. And I've got shredded pizza blend. This is low moisture part skim mozzarella cheese and provolone cheese with added smoked flavoring. So if you want it to smell smoky, it does. So we'll put that on there in just a little bit here. So let me get the meat a little bit better, or a little more well on its way here, and I will be right back. Thanks for stopping by. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. I'll be right back. Alright guys, thanks for hanging around. So I've got the hamburger and the Italian sausage well on their way. I took a little bit out because my next video needs a little bit of that sausage for it too. So I figured, well, we're browning that up. We'll just take a little bit out. You'll never miss it in the soup, I promise. So now we got a little much heat there. So let's turn that down. We got green pepper and the poblano, part of the poblano. I got part of the green pepper in the fridge for the next recipe too, and part of the poblano for the next recipe. And then we've got that half of onion, or almost a half of an onion. And see, now like the fancy guys online, I can cook with a stick too. So there's that. I got a great big sink back there and I absolutely love it. So it works really good. So let's get this stirred up and going well. And try not to burn myself. And the recipe calls for a little bit of parsley in there, which I gave it a rough chop. We'll retain some of that for a garnish after a bit here. And now I need a little spoon to move that trash can just a tad. So I don't have a garlic press. Man, you should smell the aroma out of this thing of garlic here. So we're just going to kind of eyeball that. I'm going to call that a generous teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a third. Put the lid back on that puppy. Let's give this a stir. So by the way, in case I did not mention it, this is lasagna soup. So it's something different, and I've just now, in all my years, I just now heard of it a week ago, if you can imagine that. Now, food used to be a huge part of my life. Used to eat a ton of it. Now, I don't eat so much of it, but let's get this green pepper, the poblano, and the onion, excuse me, going good. Let's go ahead and put our Italian spices in there so the heat and the moisture can get it doing its thing. We don't need this on display. We'll put it over here on the stove. And we'll continue to stir just a little bit here. trying to, oh my word. The aromas coming out of this pot are amazing, I have to tell you. It is amazing. And you're probably wondering, what's old Paul got a pineapple sitting there for? So, I saw someone cut up a pie. I had never attempted it before. And I saw someone the other day, she cut up a pineapple, and I realized I pay a lot of money. That pineapple was $2.50, and let me show you something here. This is how I've been buying it, and this is 1.5 pounds. It was $7.93. But I eat a lot of that, so a lot of times my dinner or my supper, I try not to eat a lot in the evening myself, and so a lot of times I have the Greek yogurt, you know, the kind with almost no sugar, just what's natural, and it's got the parchment paper in there on top. I really enjoy that. I don't like so much the sugar, so I eat, a lot of times I have a tub of that for supper, and some pineapple. I realize there's sugar in the pineapple, but that's natural sugar, and there's fiber, and there is a lot of moisture, a lot of water in pineapple, and all of it seems to do me pretty well. My fire's going down here. Let's see. So, don't need this out. Let's put it away. Here's the other half of the onion. Now, I want to tell you, you know, for a long time, I bought onions as I needed them, just one at a time. And I know you pay more that way, but someone told me, you know, they're a lot cheaper if you buy them in a 3-pound plastic net thing, and they're cheaper that way. And of course I did point out too that a lot of those onions are smaller, which a lot of times I don't need a big onion. But let me tell you, the last one I bought just over a week ago, and then they're already going bad. The one I grabbed out of there yesterday to make the video for you was just, it was okay, but I don't like that so much. Alright, sorry for the interruption there, and I thought I had that ringer turned off, so we've got to do some fancy editing there to get that out. So I think we're well on our way here. We're getting this, as the famous chef says, we're getting it all happy and everything here. Okay, so in here I have 2 cups of chicken broth and 2 cups of water, and we are going to just add it to the pot. There's that. Excuse me, goodness gracious. And it calls for about 2, this is a little more than 2 cups. But we're going to put it, what would I do with 1/2 and 3/4 of a cup? So here's what we're going to do. I don't want to waste anything, so the other water that I was going to add to that, we're going to go just like this, and just like this, because that water is going to go in there anyway, and we need to clean out this jar. So there we go. There's that, and we need just a little bit more. We might as well have it all in our soup because we paid for it, right? there's that. Okay, we're good. So that jar is a glass jar with a metal top. I can use it for something else at some point. I don't think I need to cut anything else. So last night when I was, this is just a kind of a funny thing. When I was putting the milk back in the refrigerator, actually it was the half and half when I made the scalloped potatoes and ham, I dropped the half and half on the floor and spilt it. But I'm going to tell you, I didn't cry. So, there's that. So, I will look for humor anywhere I can find humor. I will be serious where I have to be, but anyway, okay, so it calls for 6 ounces of pasta, and I got a scale that will flip back and forth between ounces and grams. I bought that at the Mart for like $10. So it didn't break the bank, it does the job. If I wanted to be picky, I could weigh out my amount of coffee grounds that goes in my coffee, but I'm not, that scoop, at a certain point is fine. So we got to get this back to a boil here. And that looks about right as far as the thickness of it. And I do think that the bell pepper has added something to it, which is a good thing. So we need I'm going to take that spoon out of there. I need a place to set it down. I don't want to mess everywhere. Put that there. And I don't know why we can't just go ahead and put our 6 ounces of. Let me show you what the pasta that I bought. Now I made a minestrone last summer, and I bought this small. They're just like small, a third of an elbow macaroni, something like that. And I thought that would be, it's all 6 ounces regardless. So this smells out of this world, y'all. So anyway, like I was saying about the pineapple, so I had never tried, it never even occurred to me, because prior to me buying fresh pineapple in the produce department, already cut up, ready for me to eat, and paying lots of money for it, I had bought canned pineapple because I had really never eaten a lot of pineapple. But I'm going to tell you that pineapple has really done me well as far as the fiber, the moisture, the nutrition of it has been wonderful. So I saw my friend cutting up a pineapple and I thought, well, that's all there is to it. I'm going to be doing that myself. $2.50 versus, what was it, $5 or $6, $7, whatever that is. Now there is a $2 off sticker on it, but still. So anyway, there's the pineapple. And if she can do that, there's no reason I can't. I just had never even thought about it. So once I saw her do it, we're good. So anyway, this smells wonderful. Like I say, I will link the actual recipe that I'm following down below. I have it saved on the iPad over there, and I did the same thing last night with the scalloped potatoes and ham. We found a recipe that sticks. The recipe itself is pretty much how Vesta did it. So I had never seen a recipe for. I just knew this is what you do. This is what I heard you do. This is what I've done in the past. And most people I knew had actually made a white sauce. Anyway, this isn't about scalloped potato. This is about lasagna soup. So the lasagna soup that I had, it was just It was similar to this, but there wasn't anything good in it. There was no meat. There was no vegetables. It was just like real thin marinara sauce with a few noodles. That's all it was. It was okay, but it wasn't anything to make you say, wow, that's awesome. It wasn't anything close to that. So anyway, let me get this a little bit further along, and I will be right back. And by the way, if I have met a need for you, I'm glad. Please thank me by hitting like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. All right, guys, thanks for stopping back. So the soup is done, and I'm not sure if you could actually see what the soup looks like. Let me see if I can get this to where you can actually see it. I should have showed you before I put the cheese on top. But if you take a look at that, that is, I mean, I tasted it. It looks like heaven on earth. It's very good. So let's get a little taste of it here. Now, that's almost goulash, except it's more Italian than Hungarian. That's the sandwich I made while the soup was cooking, so bear with me. So anyway, thanks for stopping by the Hungry Pauper. I've made an open-faced Italian grinder of sorts, which, by the way, is very good, and an Italian soup, like lasagna soup it's called, and like I say, I have the link below for that. So anyway, thank you so much. I consider it an honor that you spent some time with me, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.